Welcome back to another gold farming video. In this one, I'm going to show you a steady gold farm that you can do solo or in a group to make some really good steady gold. And on top of that, you have a chance of getting some battle pets and also some really good transmogs whilst doing this. There's also a lumber spawn in the middle of the farm that pops up like every 3 minutes, so you might as well grab that also. The item that we're mainly farming for the steady gold is going to be the wild vine. As you can see on the US at the moment, it's going for 400 gold, and there's not actually many of them posted at all. So this is used for a couple of crafts for transmogs, and I think it's like a potion or two. But as you can see, around 42 of these sell per day, so you're not going to sell a bunch of these. Don't expect to farm thousands and sell them all the same day. This is more one of those high value materials that you want to have a few posted up on the auction house at all the times. As for the prices on the EU, they're pretty much exactly the same, around 400 gold a pop. And as for the battle pets, this is one of them. So the parrot cage. So you get this battle pet right here. This is going anywhere from like 50,000 gold to 160,000 gold. This is on the US. EU, it's looking a bit cheaper. Someone's actually got one posted really cheap, which would be a good flip. Let's see. So yeah, there's one posted right here for 5k, but then the majority of them are around like 50 to 100k. There's just one super cheap one here. And then for the other battle pet, it's this one right here, the hatchling. The lowest on the US is 12,000, and this goes for around like 12 to 50,000. And then same with on the EU, anywhere from like 5,000 to 50,000 gold for this battle pet. Now these are zone specific battle pets, meaning that they drop pretty much from the majority of the mobs in this zone. On top of the battle pets, you also have some cool open world transmogs that you can get, like vanilla transmogs that sell for a decent amount of gold. So the farm is located in northern Stranglethorn at this location right here. Basically in this circle here, this is where you're going to find all the mobs that we're going to be farming. If you want to make more gold in World of Warcraft, then I recommend checking out Goldcapped and all of the guides that we have on the website. We have over 200 member guides, and we're always making new guides every single day. We have live price data on all of the items inside of the guides that we talk about, where you can select different price sources, whichever one you prefer. We also have gold per hour lists, which have a bunch of gold farms that we're testing and ranking. On top of that, you get a bunch of TSM groups, and we also have all of the different guides that cover specific things in all versions of World of Warcraft. So head over to goldcap.com and check out all of the guides to level up your gold making today. Let's get back to the video. Now you can do this solo or in a group. If you're going to do this in a group, you just want to post in looking for group. I'd recommend just calling it something like Wild Vine Gold Farm. People know exactly what that means, people that have done it before, and then just list a group. You can come here, start doing this solo until you have people join. Now this farm is a lot better if you have a group of people. You're just going to get a lot more kills. So I'd highly recommend throwing it up on looking for group whilst you come here and start farming. The best class to do this on is a druid, like pretty much the majority of all the farms. You want to make sure you have a speed set. This is super easy to get nowadays. All you got to do is get the Heart of Azeroth, and then you basically just buy the BOEs with plus speed on them. So you can buy the Midnight BOEs, or even like the older expansion BOEs with plus speed, and you can get super quick very fast. As for spec, I'm just going to be doing this in Feral, and these are the talents that I use when I'm farming in Feral. Super easy. Now you can actually throw on war mode if you really want to, and you can actually benefit from these 3 different ones, which is actually super useful, and you actually are a fair bit quicker, especially if you haven't already reached the speed cap. So this is a pretty big area. I'll show you where all the mobs are so you know where to farm to. And when you have a group of people, you want to have a few people like running around clockwise and a few people anti-clockwise. So I'll go ahead and I'll fly around the full barrier, but as you can see, there's a bunch of mobs. So there's mobs here, you go all the way up, around here there's mobs, in these buildings, there's mobs all the way back here. If we have a look on the minimap, you can see like we're right down this end now, and it goes all the way down to the other end. Look, all of these mobs drop the wild vine all the way down to this cave, then you loop around, then you go around here. You do want to get the mobs like right here, so you want to go down this road just a little bit to kill these guys, and then you want to head back in. And by doing this, you're going to have the mobs like hyper spawning, and because you kill every single mob, it'll make the other mobs respawn even quicker. So it's super important that you kill all of the mobs. Now doing this solo, it is pretty hard to kill all the mobs because there's a lot of ground to cover. But if you're in a group, you want to throw down some markers so people know where to go and explain to them. And you can do it at full efficiency with a group of people by covering all of the ground that I just showed. Another little useful tip is this macro. Basically, this macro is going to target the nearest enemy that's alive, and then it's going to cast Moonfire on them. And now if I click Alt, it's going to Stampede Broad, and then if I hold Shift, it's going to swipe. But on top of that, it's going to use all of the abilities that help increase our movement speed. So with the build that I have now, all of these abilities actually increase the movement speed in some way. And so I can just run around clicking this macro, and it's going to cast Moonfire on the nearest target and also use all my movement increasing abilities. And another thing that I like to do is I put it on my scroll wheel. So basically I just run around with my scroll wheel and I just scroll up and down. As you can see, that first kill we just got, we got super lucky and got a wild one. Don't expect to get a wild one every single kill. That was just super lucky. But basically what you want to do, just run around, killing all the mobs, even the tigers, because this is going to help them respawn quicker. Make sure you loot everything up. Let's throw in loot appraiser here. And you don't basically just want to make your full way around the whole circle, making sure you're killing all of the mobs. And here is the route in fast forward, so you can go ahead, check it out, and make sure that you're going to the right location and that you're getting all the mobs, because it's super important that you get all the mobs, because it's going to make them respawn even quicker. If you only start killing like some of the mobs, they're not going to respawn as quick and you'll get way less kills per hour. So super easy farm, have a chance of getting some battle pets and also some really good transmogs and some steady gold from the wild vine. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.